Hello, hello, and welcome to the Weekly Wrap. I'm your host, Audrica Soreno, and this week we are slowing things down for our episode and staying a little local. Let's get into it. So the busy holiday travel season is now underway, and the San Antonio International Airport is launching new technology. Now, it promises to make checking in and reserving parking spots faster and easier. The airport is the first in the nation to use the Metropolis platform. Metropolis uses artificial intelligence that allows passengers to check in and reserve parking spots.
You're not fumbling with tickets, you're not fumbling with credit cards or cash. You sign up one time, 40 seconds, and then every time you come back to San Antonio International Airport, you just drive in, the gate automatically vends, you get a text message.
Now, for a full breakdown of the new technology, head to our website, kens5.com, and we're told if you register for Metropolis before December 20th, you'll be eligible for a discount on reservations. So get on it. And Thanksgiving has come and gone, and the holiday shopping season, well, it is upon us. But Target says they are expecting a surprisingly weak holiday shopping season. The company is saying sales during the final quarter of the year will be flat. Target is a bellwether for consumer spending habits and the retail sector as a whole. Now, the retailer can survive a weak holiday season, but many of the smaller companies depend on strong sales during the holidays to survive. Target says customers are spending less on non-essential items like home decor and electronics in favor of groceries and everyday essentials. And 'tis a season of giving and taking. Experts say the number of holiday and travel scams jump during this time of year.
There's all kind of deals out there, but there's also a good chance that you might fall into a scam or a scheme. The last quarter, we do see travel go up, just the incidence of travel, but travel fraud kind of moves in the same direction as that.
Don't fall victim. Here are a few things to consider. Really examine the website ads and deals. Look out for spelling errors or bad grammar on those websites, and visit websites directly through their web address. Don't click links from suspicious text messages or emails. And lastly, always buy gift cards in person. And while the holidays can be stressful, here are a few ways to keep your health in check. Our Meredith Haas has your latest quick hits.
Going into this holiday season, I am sure everybody wants to stay stress-free. Well, according to a new study, you can get a little bit of help from cocoa and, of course, green tea. Apparently, it helps fight stress, and when you're eating those fatty foods, it can help with those too. And look, I know that you're probably not going to start dieting or going into that new workout until the new year, maybe. But let's just say you had a little too much for Thanksgiving. Well, there's a new study out showing that the keto diet could actually one day treat autoimmune disorders. And the study also shows that the diet increases anti-inflammatory compounds. And apparently there's some kind of genetic defect that is helping people eat less cake. This was found in an international study, and it's helping researchers figure out how they can help larger populations decrease their sugar intake. As always, if you want to read more into these stories, head on over to kens5.com/quickhits. Happy Thanksgiving.
Wow, all really good information. Stick with us. The Weekly Wrap is after this.
The holidays are here, and we need your help spreading Christmas cheer to thousands of children across San Antonio. This year, we're making it easier than ever to donate to the Bills Elves Toy Drive. Just scan the QR code now to start shopping wish lists, custom made for local kids. Your gift landing right in their hands. Give now at kens5.com/BillsElves.
Bill's Elves, sponsored by Methodist Healthcare, Raising Cane's, Rhino Roofers, and Mr. Sparky.
Everything fell apart.
Having a problem and need help?
Well, they didn't tell us they were turning it off.
Whether it involves your money or affects your daily life,
It's not quiet.
Kens 5 watches out for San Antonio's own.
Before I even got home, the AC stopped working, and anytime I stopped, the car would start shaking really hard. My mom told him, we're gonna call Kens 5.
Got a problem? Call Kens, weekdays at 6.
And that's why I called you.
Talked to this police officer, and she told me to call Ken 5.
Every week, Ken's 5 is looking out for San Antonio's own.
The next day after you left, they sent a professional AC guy, and my AC's working now.
If you've been wronged by someone,
it was shocking. Clearly something went wrong.
Or a business,
I couldn't believe it was happening.
Just call Ken's. Weekdays at 6, only on Ken's 5.
I got my vehicle back. I'm rolling again, so call Ken's 5 to help you if you need help too.
We begin with breaking news tonight. Police are on the lookout for a group of 3 people who were involved in the deadly shooting.
Every night at 10, Ken's 5 brings you the day's top stories. Weather.
We're going to have this weather impact alert up until about 2 a.m.
And original stories.
The mother of 4 from Olmos Park has been missing. Her husband is facing murder charges.
Tonight, every night on San Antonio's own Ken's 5.
Welcome back to the weekly wrap. Hey, listen to this. Cambridge Dictionary named its word of the year for 2024. The word is manifest. So it's a verb meaning to use methods such as visualization and affirmation to help you imagine achieving something that you want, in the belief that doing so will make it more likely to happen. Cambridge Dictionary said the word has been looked up nearly 130,000 times on its website, becoming one of the most viewed entries. And drivers, listen up. Starting in January, most vehicles in Texas will no longer require a safety inspection before you renew or register. But you might run into a problem if you try to renew your registration early online. So if your registration is due in January or March and you go to fill out the renewal early, you get this message. The vehicle was not found. Corrected vehicle information may be required. Well, the DMV said the solution is simple. Don't register early. All you need to do is wait until January to renew online once the new inspection law takes effect. And you've probably seen it played in movies like The Joy Luck Club or Crazy Rich Asians. But an ancient Chinese game is having a resurgence right here in the U.S. and even in San Antonio. We're getting in on the fun too. Check out this game of skill. Mahjong starts with the shuffling of tiles.
Mahjong is actually Chinese for sparrow. And so when you shuffle the tiles, that is supposed to be the sound of sparrows fluttering. So it's one of my favorite sounds.
But this isn't your grandmother's game of Mahjong.
We did not invent Mahjong. We are just here to share our love of Mahjong with you.
This is our Texas set.
From the new colorful tiles,
dots, cracks, bands,
to the fun gear. But because there are 1,500 ways
9 dots
to Mahjong this year.
One bird bam. Cheers! The whole point of Mahjong is to have fun.
The game of Mahjong is getting back into the mainstream. Today, you may start with the lesson from the Maj Social Club.
Am I ever going to Mahjong? Can I Mahjong?
Or Troop Mahjong.
Happy Mahjong.
Tonight we're going to go over 101, which is our beginner lesson, and this is where we teach you about these tiles, about the rules.
So we're going to pass 3 tiles.
These women learning the game themselves
7 bam.
around the time COVID struck.
Just remember kind of either the section or...
Coming out of COVID, people are really craving that connections. They want to make friends, but it can be a little hard and intimidating to meet people in adulthood as friends. So I think Mahjong really breaks down that barrier, takes away the element of small talk. You just sit at the table and you're able to relax, play the game, and then the natural conversations kind of flow.
Then becoming instructors themselves.
Look at what you have right now.
We feel the joy when somebody Mahjongs.
Oh.
We're helping guide them there.
And it's not an easy game by any means.
There are no dumb questions in Mahjong, but in this game, you really are, you're having to focus and concentrate and delayed gratification.
2 blanks.
A game of skill as much as it's a game of luck.
I think it's not as hard once you see it going. So this is the next wall coming out.
Yes, it will be a little overwhelming and it will be confusing, but stick with it.
Choosing a run and working your brain, proven to have hidden benefits to playing.
The National Mahjong League, which was started in New York, actually gives proceeds back to the Alzheimer's Association because research has been done showing that if you play Mahjong, it helps prolong dementia and Alzheimer's, which is so important.
Just go for it.
So whether you're playing to keep your mind fresh or just to enjoy a game night with friends,
I would encourage people to try something new, try the game.
Get started. Go play. Go have fun.
Audrey Castoreno, Ken's 5. And you can learn how to play or even find an open play night here in San Antonio by just going to kens5.com and clicking on this story. Keep with us. The weekly wrap still has a lot more to come.
Chris Paul to Wemby, the first. Spurs fans, are you ready? The Silver and Black team up with Ken's 5 once again to give you the best seat in the house. Ken's 5, the official station of the Spurs, has the big matchups, including 2 historic games in Paris. Watch Wemby and CP3 link up. The perfect mix of fan favorites and fresh faces. Free games. Your Spurs on San Antonio's own Ken's 5.
The holidays are here, and we need your help spreading Christmas cheer to thousands of children across San Antonio. This year, we're making it easier than ever to donate to the Bills Elves Toy Drive. Just scan the QR code now to start shopping wish lists, custom made for local kids. Your gift landing right in their hands. Give now at kens5.com/BillsElves.
Bill's Elves, sponsored by Methodist Healthcare, Raising Cane's, Rhino Roofers, and Mr. Sparky.
If you want a meal that will make you say,
So good!
That is fantastic.
catch Neighborhood Eats, where we find the best local restaurants. Thursdays at 6 a.m., only on Ken's 5.
I love bringing you the news every morning. But I also love spending time in the great Texas outdoors. Whether it's on land or at sea, come along with me as I show you some of the best places our state has to offer. Texas Outdoors, Friday mornings at 6, only on Ken's 5.
Welcome back. All right, we have a lot of people who are going to be traveling over the next few weeks for the holidays. But do you ever wonder what happens to all of those items that are left at Texas airports? You know, from knives to corkscrews, power tools, power tools to luggage and jewelry. Everything is shipped to the state surplus store in Austin, where it's cheaply resold. Mike Jimenez took a short drive up I-35 to see what treasures he could find.
Every year, tens of thousands of knives come to the Texas surplus store in Austin. You can find a variety of items on sale, from retired state assets like desks, chairs, office supplies, power cords, power tools, artwork, lottery ball machines, confiscated slot machines, even vehicles.
Last year we had an aircraft from DPS sell for $1 million.
They also carry all things surrendered or left at TSA checkpoints.
You, for example, take off your jewelry and you forget to pick it back up, or you leave it in your carry-on. All of those types of items.
The Texas Surplus Store is open to the public. Christy Fierro, director of the State Surplus Program, says the storefront and online auctions stay busy year-round, with customers of all ages out to find a deal.
Any customer type that you can imagine finds their way here, and we enjoy them. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It keeps the day very vibrant.
Fierro says their top item
is your knives and sharp objects or anything that could be used as a weapon.
Those are most frequently taken by TSA agents and end up in their hands, and they have a lot.
We filled this up this morning. By tomorrow morning, it probably won't look anything like this. Sometimes people get upset that we don't fill them enough.
Jeffrey Neely, program specialist, says one of his favorite jobs is sorting the knives.
Definitely one of my favorite. It's pretty interesting. I come to it, it's pretty fun. Just the wide variety of things we find, it makes it entertaining for sure.
Most knives sell for just $1, but some can cost hundreds, even thousands of dollars.
USA S45V and steel retails for a little over $5.
But there's also things state agencies hand over too.
Think of anything that a state agency retires or no longer has a need for.
Among those, cars.
Behind me is the vehicle lot here at Balm Road at our state surplus store. And it is basically an example of all types of different vehicles that come from all state agencies within the Austin area.
Hundreds of vehicles are sold a year, and mainly through an online auction, with bids from hundreds of dollars to thousands. Some are sold on site. Their most popular vehicle is the DPS Tahoe.
We have a lot of first-time car buyers. We have a lot of second vehicle buyers. We have a lot of farm buyers that want a truck for the ranch. So really there's just a huge huge range of customers for this type of vehicle.
The store also features a massive warehouse. Fierro says you'll be surprised at what you can find at the surplus store, and all priced to move. All the money made goes back into covering operational costs.
So long-term investments for the program to make us stronger and better to serve the people of Texas.
So next time you're in Austin and want a unique shopping experience, take some time to visit. You just never know what treasure you might find. Micah Minnis, KENS 5.
All right, and before we go, if you're hungry, a restaurant is serving up the 1604, Huebner, and Big Bernie. But those aren't construction projects, they're massive burgers. SA Frederick's Burgers will be celebrating their 3-year anniversary soon. Simone Simpson stopped by there for this week's Neighborhood Eats.
What ingredients make up the perfect meal?
Love, peace, and burger grease.
Now, I don't want to be cheesy, but I'm unbelievably excited to try out SA Frederick's Burgers, home to fresh food, not fast food.
Steven Chavez is the owner. He started small.
Just a 10 by 10 tent. We started with the pop-up. A few months later, I bought my trailer, and then within the next year, we moved into our Hillcrest location.
And then expanded.
September 2nd, we moved into here at 9503 Bandera Road.
Growing up on Fredericksburg Road and selling burgers, the shop's namesake and these massive sandwiches speak for themselves.
When you come in here and you eat, hopefully you're leaving with a better day ahead. Hopefully you're leaving with a burger day ahead.
Here's Steven's recommendation.
Our Roadrunner, it is our bacon Swiss cheeseburger with fried jalapenos and our honey hot sauce on top.
But that's not all.
Our Bubba Burger is my son and I's take on a hamburger inside of a pizza.
Let's put them up to the taste test. First, the Roadrunner.
I love the honey hot.
Now the Bubba Burger Pizza with grilled onions, hamburger meat, pickles, and Steven's son's secret sauce.
Very, very good. The best of both worlds, burger and pizza.
Let's try the new Bandera.
Woohoo!
Definitely can't eat pretty with this one.
So good.
And finally, dessert, funnel cake fries.
They remind me of the state fair. Yeah. They're so good.
Loosening my belt buckle. Simone Simpson, Neighborhood Eats.
Oh, wow. I know where I am headed after this. But right now, thanks again for joining us for this week's episode of the Weekly Wrap, only on KENS 5 Plus. We'll see you next week for more headlines. Bye, guys.